Imagine Inacio's desperation, seeing that even his former allies, people who until yesterday were close to him, from the inner circle of the PT, are now switching sides and supporting Flavio Bolsonaro. Guys, this is happening in Bahia. The current senator, that guy, Angelo Coronel, who, on several occasions during the CPMI on fake news and all that, did all those terrible things to President Bolsonaro, to Flavio himself, and so on, has switched sides. Because they know they won't get elected by supporting Lula. Look at how desperate these people are. And then the new woman. Once again, blowing up social media, she posts Lula working out in the morning. It was mockery again, just like that nonsense with the so-called paca meat. They're hypocrites to the core. Guys, look at this. When I see this political figure from Bahia, still a senator, now shifting votes to Flavio, in Bahia, it's already over, okay? Interesting moves coming from the Northeast for Flavio Bolsonaro. Nothing more, nothing less than this senator who has always been a PT supporter. He campaigned for Lula. Now he chooses Flavio Bolsonaro as his next president. Senator Angelo Coronel breaks the silence, blasts the influence of leaders on the presidential vote. No one changes the people's minds. Bahia is changing its colors. Where did the PT's blow come from? Where they least expected it. Let's take a look here. He is one of the main senators of the PT. From the core group of the PT. I don't think he's being spontaneous. But let's watch and see, right?
Anyone who thinks a local leader will influence a presidential election is mistaken. In a presidential election, people make their own choice. Where the local leadership has influence is in the governor's race, in the Senate race. Actually, Senator, nobody ever thought about that because it was always tied to the governor's ticket. And this year, thank God, we're working to break that umbilical cord, so voting for president. So nobody can change anyone's mind when it comes to voting for president. We have Caiado who's running, we have Flavio Bolsonaro, we have Lula. Personally, because he's a personal friend and my colleague in the Senate, I'm not going to stop voting for my friend Flavio to vote for someone else I have no connection with. That's what I'm going to do in this year's elections. That's my vibe, man. Mauricio with total independence and holding his head high to speak with courage.
It's impressive. Guys, over the years, how many interviews have I seen this person tearing down President Bolsonaro? Now, the senator, my friend the senator, they're already seeing that Flavio is going to win the election. What? Standing by that stooge is over. The cow has already gone to the chute. Senator Angelo in Bahia. In Bahia. He has to run for office this year, right? Man, there's really all this migration happening. Because the country is in chaos. These guys post a video of themselves eating paca meat, one of the biggest atrocities, right? Because anywhere in the media, if we saw Bolsonaro doing something like this, they say it's from some slaughterhouse, that it was a legal slaughterhouse, but at the very least the Supreme Court would check that place's record. Up until the moment the guy possibly opened that paca breeding facility to resell them. But since it's Lula, we don't see them doing or saying anything at all. And there's a fact that I'm going to show you here, since we brought up this subject, right? About the mockery, which I'll show another video about later, okay? Janja confesses she said it was from a special breeder, and so on. But Janja confesses something here that left me intrigued, want to see. She herself states in the video that it's game meat. If it's game meat, it's not from a farm. Take a look.
I'm cooking paca for you today.
Why are you going to cook this paca in sauce?
This paca has marinated for 2 days.
A lot of garlic.
A lot of green seasoning, some herbs, right? Some game meat is coming.
A lot of herbs because game meat calls for herbs. If it were, just look at the inconsistency and the evidence of the crime. If it were a paca from a breeding farm, it wouldn't be game meat. It's not game meat. Game meat is when you go out there, grab your shotgun, head into the woods, bang, kill the animal, and bring it home. That's game meat. Game meat. Now, meat that's not game, that's from a farm. You're not gonna hunt the animal. The animal is already there, right? Being raised for that purpose. And let's remember it's 300 reais per kilo, right? This meat. 300 reais.
Look at that.
This paca stayed in the heat for 2 days. Lots of garlic, lots of green seasoning, some herbs, right? Because game meat calls for herbs.
Because game meat calls for herbs. She herself admits here that it's game meat. If it's game meat, it's an environmental crime. Both she and Lula and the people who were there will have to answer for this. Because obviously Alexandre de Moraes would have already checked the criminal records of everyone who was there. Along with Lula, Janja, if it were Bolsonaro. In fact, it's outrageous now. Look at that, right? Michel Bolsonaro's brother, right? The president had appointed him to take care of him during this time, when he's going through all these complications. Alexandre de Moraes questioned Michel's brother's qualifications. If he has the nursing qualifications to take care of Bolsonaro. Do you see how absurd this is? How absurd. President Bolsonaro can't even have someone he trusts to take care of him, because Alexandre de Moraes already wants to know if the person meets all the requirements. Now, in this case here, we see total silence, right? About something as absurd as this. Game meat. I had already put it in, but just barely. Less than that. Bolsonaro was nearly arrested over that whale incident. The whale, Bolsonaro, and the rest. Now she admits here that it's game meat. Few people paid attention to that. Everyone is saying, look, she said it's legal meat, that it's from a breeding farm, that it's something else, but it's not. It's proven to be a crime. It's a wild animal. Now it's up to our representatives. It can't just be one representative filing a lawsuit against Janja. There have to be. You need around 30 representatives involved for the matter to make an impact. Because the left is always doing this over far less than that. Bolsonaro slipped up there and all. No, he tried to stage a coup. No, but he slipped up. He slipped, he fell. No, he tried to stage a coup. And this here is a proven crime. She confesses here. She confesses. Game meat needs a lot of herbs. She says here. And then, to cover up the issue, because it made Dedu look bad even among their own supporters, because at times like this, what happens? It looks bad for the artists. It makes the artists look bad. Because they were all about saving the Amazon, right? And now they see Lula cooking paca meat. Man, imagine the mental gymnastics they have to do to cover for him. Then Janja released this video.
A live stream here to show you something.
This woman is so annoying, right? Oh my God.
Very cool. There's no PowerPoint here. There's no AI here.
He's over there, going up and down. He's going up and down over there. Show it. They're passing around glasses. Every time he goes down, a little warm one slips out.
My husband has been here since 6 in the morning. He already did 45 minutes on the treadmill, and now he's here. Look. Who said he couldn't do that push-up? He's doing it live, guys, live, if you know how you do it live.
In the video, there's a part where he adjusts his diaper, probably because it got messy from his exercises.
Look at that. The little guy has been here since 6 in the morning.
Look over there. I can't stand that guy. Wanna see? He's about to fix his big diaper over there. Watch when he adjusts it. Look, he's adjusting his big diaper. It was riding up his crack. The diaper was riding up his crack? I think he farted a lot to do that. Must have been a hot blast. And it didn't work. Janja couldn't change the diaper because she was filming. Then he went to take off the underwear from the crack. Look over there. Look over there. Let's go. Hey, Janja. It got stuck here in the crack. It got stuck here in the crack. Then you see that the guy is so shameless. He's so shameless that he needs people to bring him water. Man, he's useless even for that, right? Is he not capable of going there and getting a bottle of water to drink? Does he need a servant? A servant to go there and bring water to him? For the coward here? Man, this is ridiculous, isn't it? It's the left. The left is tremendously hypocritical. Tremendously. It's going up. Man, what a monster. Such a crazy monster. But that's the fact. Are you guys seeing the nonsense with the meat Brazilians are being sold? Last weekend, we showed several videos of people eating spoiled fish. Janja posts game meat that costs 300 reais a kilo and says it's from illegal hunting. Game meat goes with herbs. And the other one here, farting and pulling the adult diaper out of his crack. That's why. Can you imagine candidates like Coronel? What will they do? That's a bad idea. I'm out. I'm going to pull out. Many people like him will disappear. He opened the floodgates, okay? He opened the floodgates. There will be so many people who used to support Lula. So many who were on Lula's side are giving up to support Flavio. There will be plenty, okay? Plenty. Coronel opened the floodgates. And from there, it's all downhill. You can be sure of that. Share this video widely on WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, and hit like. Join our family by subscribing and turning on notifications. I'll return soon with more updates on the Paese Filos channel, Fabiano Gigay.